Bird Box is a horror thriller starring Sandra Bullock, and you don't even have to leave your house with this one because it's on Netflix. Based on Josh Malerman's novel, Bird Box takes place during an apocalypse in which catching a glimpse of some sort of mystery evil will cause you to commit suicide. The movie follows Mallory, a woman who's taking two small kids on a dangerous journey on a river, while blindfolded of course. And from there the movie cuts back and forth between the boat trip to 5 years earlier at the beginning of the outbreak. I know what you're thinking, and you're right, this movie sounds a lot like The Happening, and A Quiet Place, and Left Behind. I really like Sandy Bullock. She's a great actor and her character is definitely believable, and the underlying theme of her becoming a mother was pretty good. I also like most of the supporting cast. When the shit hits the fan and the apocalypse begins, Mallory takes shelter in a house with a group of strangers, including an alcoholic John Malkovich and all-around good guy Trevante Rhodes. But even with all this talent, I somehow never felt invested in these characters. The first part of this movie I was fully on board. It's creepy as fuck and the movie knows how to hold the tension level pretty high. And then in the second half, I started checking emails on my phone. The problem is that these two storylines start out pretty good but ultimately end up disappointing. Mallory's journey on the river with the kids is very one note. There's not much happening until they finally end their trip. And the other storyline at the house ends up having a couple of really cliche moments and not too bright decision making if you're in the middle of an apocalypse. In the beginning these people are problem solving, which makes sense, but later on in the movie they start to act careless and irrational. Also, the evil thing that's killing people was scary in the first couple of scenes because we never got to see it. But then it gets a little silly, because it seems to appear as the wind.
What? No.
At some point the narrative adds another element to the danger, and even though it wasn't something as silly like the wind, I wasn't a big fan. I don't know whether or not it was in the book, but it felt like it had no other value other than, okay, we need to get these people out of the house, so now this is happening. What also bothered me was that everybody seems to be getting around really good while blindfolded. I don't know about you, but I always stub my toes in the dark. Now, am I clumsy? Yes. Is this movie telling me that none of these people are? Yes. Does it make sense? Fuck no. Bird Box is a pretty creepy movie with some great performances, but it runs out of being interesting real fast. To make up for it, it borrows a lot of things from other horror films, but in the end, it's very mediocre. Still, it's pretty entertaining for a Netflix movie, so Bird Box is a shiny rock. So that's it for Bird Box. What is your favorite scene from The Happening? Let me know in the comments, and if you like this video, hit like or click on the blue M&M to subscribe. I'll see you next time.